Austin, did you enchant those bracers? You better have.
Okay, I think I caught up. Is there anybody else waiting for a summon? Oh yeah, right, Dad.
He said I love you like 3 times.
Yeah, and then I got to him in the list, and he was locked out.
Oh.
Hey guys, make sure if you're on an alt to hop on your main so I can get you in the right group so I can see where we're at.
Okay, I'm good now. Summons are kinda done. Come on.
Waited till I was on that time. You like that?
It was really nice.
You're welcome. I'm back.
How's everyone's Mother's Day going? Fine. Okay. Okay. How's yours? Too bad.
It's good.
Older came over. It's kind of fun.
Your child?
Yes, my son. We also made these like, I think I had like the biggest steak I've ever made in my entire life today. It's huge. And then I had to reassure Cora that, you know, it's tough for Cora on Mother's Day because she got separated from her.
Hey,
pops.
what's up with it, guys?
Them again, but it's for the best.
We are getting
She
all
need 'em. She's a notorious
set up
beat.
here. Getting set up, getting set up. We actually have like full buffs. Not flasking, but we have full buffs. I tried to log over to get an invite, and then we're gonna save some time. Frostbear TV, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you. We'll see here though. I'm excited, man. We got. This is gonna be our first time ever going into Molten Core with 12% hit. 12% hit. We've got Ani buff. We've got ZG buff. We got Dark Moon buff. We got the Greater Arcane Elixir. We got so many mana pots we don't know what to do with ourselves. We are chilling. I'm actually really excited. Really, really looking forward to it. I think it'll actually be a lot of fun. Just see how much we can pop off. Really crossing my fingers we don't die for some stupid reason. You should flask? Yeah. You should flask, Loopy. You should flask. We'll see though. It'll be cool. It'll be a good test because that's at least content that we have a lot of parses historically to be able to compare to. So it'll be a good way to kind of tell some of the different things we're gonna test out tonight. See how they do performance wise. See if any of our theory crafting is accurate. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun. How long until you guys want to leave from Kargath?
We'll go when we have at least 30 people.
Oh, is that new rogue in the? Is he on or no? No.
I don't think so. Might have missed it.
We'll see here. I'll have
I
it.
think his name's
Can set it up on
Mistress or something.
the widescreen for you guys while we're doing this, so you guys can.
Just copying Sinister.
I know, that's what I
That was
said.
Sinister's all.
No?
I'm it.
Try to make things as confusing as possible here.
Perfect.
I'm not in the group if you guys need me to help you summon. I'm standing right next to you, but Ryan kicked me out because he said I wasn't cool enough.
Makes sense.
Intentionally, what's up, man? Hey, thank you for the follow, man. How are you doing tonight? Happy Mother's Day, guys.
I only have 2 more shards anyway, so I'm ready to drop the heart whenever.
Fancy. I know, it's pretty cool. I'm really hyped on the UI,
Done it.
or not the UI, but the overlay.
Boy.
Still messing with the settings and stuff a little bit, trying to get it all set up. Oh, what's up, Boba? How you doing? How big do you think that the idol next phase will be for Moonfire? I think it'll be really big.
Okay, you're stuck.
I think it'll be really big. I don't know how much it'll be relevant for our overall DPS, but for like quality of life, it'll be massive. I mean, think about it, dude. 17%. We're on the wrong character right now, saving buffs, but 17%. Like my initial burst of Moonfire hits for around 300. Granted, that's going to be base damage, supposedly, right? The 17% is on base damage, not bonus damage. But even still, we'll use 300 as like our number. Just on the base damage, it's going to hit for an extra 45 or 50 damage on the burst, just the initial burst. Then what's the damage over time? The base damage is another 100. It's going to be another like 15 damage to 20 damage per tick on top of that. Right, because the base damage I think is like 430 or 460 or something. So 17% of that, if it's ticking 4 times, right, it's roughly 100 some odd damage per tick base, 0 spell power. So that means you're going to be gaining an extra 15 or 20 damage per tick. Again, assuming it's 17% of the base damage of the spell, but that's still a lot, dude. That's a lot. We could do the math on that and figure out what that would equate to, because the scaling's not that high, right? The overall scaling of Moonfire is 67% with the spell power coefficient. So it'd be interesting. You could come up with a value of like, with Moonfire, this idol basically equates to 85 spell power or something. You know what I mean? You could come up with what that number is.
Sorry, Ryan, I was just... Alright. No, it's okay.
Doing good, man. Stop by to say hi real quick. Hope raid goes well. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that, man. Really excited to see how parses go tonight. It'll be a fun one. You think once you get rank 7 Starfire, it'll be worth for us to use Wrath? I do not. Short answer is no, I don't think it will be. But I think what it will be is basically very, very equal comparison between the two. Like right now in the Moonkin Masterclass thing, right? Wrath was a little bit ahead. The new rank of Starfire, it's hard to tell because the talents affect the actual base damage and the cost of the spells.
We'll drop the heart and then get to Kargath, start repairing and heading over.
Sorry, I'm listening to them. It's hard to tell for sure because the base spell damage is affected by Moon Fury, and the mana cost is affected by like Moon Glow. There's all these variables that affect the talent. So like if I were to go up right now and look on Wowhead and try and find rank 7 Starfire, to even use those numbers to compare is not really accurate because it's not factoring in all the talents we have.
Halo.
So I can't really accurately test it, and I don't feel like trying to go through and do all that math on this hypothetical. I'm just going to wait till I get the ability, because that's really, those numbers are what's relevant. The mana cost with us having talents,
Has the Master Chief Collection on Steam, and
the mana cost the damage, like the base damage of the spell, all that stuff. But I think what'll end up happening is it'll be very, very close neck and neck with Wrath, assuming that there's no Curse of Shadows or anything.
Let me know when you
So it'll be kind of more of same way kind of how we play it now in a lot of situations. Like I use Wrath because I don't need 1100 damage, I only need like 500 damage, or I need something that's I can get off in a second and a half and not 3 seconds. So that kind of like decision making, I think, will still be relevant.
I think 2 and 3 are like they're both really good, and I wouldn't say that either.
Best part about it is no competition for idols. That's true. Only druids, and it would be Moonkin Prow, exactly. If it does drop, it'll be easy for us to get, I think. But I don't know exactly how we're gonna be able to farm it. You know.
We ever played back in the day, making just those stupid fucking maps and shit, like the roller coasters for the mongoose and shit like that. Oh my god.
Get a load of this guy. Second best meme spec on here. Dude, we got the tank shaman and we got the balance druid. We got all the meme specs covered. Really tempted to work on the third meme spec and go like melee hunter or something. You the feral druid? What's up, man? How you doing? Oh, get out of here. It's Chris. No, Snipe. So a certain average gamer is one of our buddies. He plays Feral Druid on Herod, but he's Alliance side. So the other day we ran into each other in Silithus and we were having duels in Silithus. It was really funny. We were having a blast, dude. It was so much fun. In phase 5, it gets added as a world drop pool, so it'll be mad cheap on the auction house with no Moonkin specs. Yeah, hopefully it's not that like low of a drop rate where it's like it drops and it's 600 gold or something insane. But did Sagefish Delight stack with Mageblood Potion? Yes. They're two different consumables, so you can use both of those to have a lot of MP5. Horde Moonkin form is 100% better. I agree. I think it looks way better, and War Stomp with Moonkin is so strong, dude. War Stomp synergy with Moonkin is insanely stronger than Alliance Moonkin in PvP. Shadow Meld's kind of like, it's cool, but comparing that to War Stomp and the fact that you can War Stomp in Moonkin form is super OP. You like the Alliance Moonby form better? Maybe I'm just partial to it just because I'm like so used to looking at the Horde one all the time. But the Horde racials are just so much better suited for PvP balance, honestly. Like the Stam's insane. War Stomp is insane. Wasn't strong enough. Hey, get out of here, dude. We'll see. Chris, once I get my tier 2.5 and I have 8,000 armor, then it's going to be super easy. But in full clothy, it's a tough one. Night Elf Cat. Yeah, I like the Night Elf Cat too, actually. I like the Night Elf Cat more than I like the Tauren Cat.
Alright, guys. If you still need the ZG buff, get rid of
We're about to log over to run from Kargath. It's a bummer. We had a couple trials that were gonna come and they're not coming on. They're not
30 seconds.
online for some reason.
Go ahead and drop it as soon as you're on grid.
Is there a good way to incorporate Feral Charge into your Moonkin build? So, Butter, so what I'm going to be doing, I actually recorded this earlier today. I just didn't have time to like finish editing it and post it before I had to go do some Mother's Day stuff. Is I actually put together a guide or like a gearing guide of what I'm going to be trying to go for in phase 5 for specifically PvP or open world situations. And it's actually a balanced Feral spec with the tier 2.5 gear. So that spec is actually the most fun PvP spec that I've played on Druid, in my opinion. But it's not optimal if you're doing progression rating because you can't get reflection, the Resto MP5 talent, right? The spirit conversion or mana regen talent. So it's not really optimal if you're having to do progression rating because you want that extra MP5, especially because we have a hard time with mana anyway. Once phase 5 is out and we have it basically on farm or in between raids, I'm basically going to be speccing this Feral balance hybrid and with tier 2.5. So short answer is yes, you can definitely have a spec with Moonkin form and Feral Charge. However, it's not optimal if you're doing like progression rating. If your guild has everything on farm, or like you're only doing Molten Core, for example, stuff like that where you're not having longer fights, it's okay. You can spec that spec and it's not an issue because you really are only losing out on reflection. Does move speed pot from Zandalar stack with travel form speed? I don't believe it does. The like bonuses are fixed, so it doesn't. They don't add on top of each other. It picks whichever one is the fastest. Like, I think when you have the Zandalari speed buff, like, your basically move speed from your boots is irrelevant, right? Like, the cap is the speed buff. It's not like you have that cap plus 8% or whatever on top. It's it. All right, let's go back to the normal screen. Let me get this all set up. Don't forget to repair, guys.
I think a few people might need summons to Kargath if we get them.
If you need to summon to Kargath, type it out now.
Dad, I believe, needs one.
What's first?
We're gonna be doing Neff first.
I haven't done too many Druid 1v1s. Not sure how to approach that. It's a tough one, man. You basically, for us, if it's against a Resto Druid, you basically have to try and play like the long game and not run out of mana. If it's against a Feral Druid, ideally, if you can't get a good opener on them, you can constantly be casting Hibernate and forcing them to like power shift and run them out of mana while healing yourself. But it's really hard to do it in all cloth gear because they'll shred you up. It'll be so much more fun. Yeah, balance is way more fun in PvP than Feral, in my opinion, as well. Yeah, you guys, if you guys are interested in seeing any Feral content, you guys should follow Certain Average Gamer that's in the chat because he is a very, very good Feral Druid. He does like raids and has really good parses and stuff. He does a lot of stuff about Feral, so if you guys are interested in that spec, he's a good resource. Yeah, Boomy's so much, dude. I have so much fun with balance and open world stuff too.
Get a shard off of. Oh, you got one.
You're 1v1. You're 1-1 against you. What does that mean?
Right now, real quick. You haven't already.
But mages do more damage. Yeah. I know it's like mages do more damage, but I mean it depends on what content you're doing too. But like in my opinion, in PvP, Balanced Druid is nuts, especially once you start getting gear, dude. The amount of plays and I don't know, just overall utility is so sick. The fact that you can off heal insanely well as a Balanced Druid too is definitely not something to scoff at. You picked up the 2% hit stat from ZG, get a rock 14% hit. Damn, dude. That's massive. Get those world buffs before, man. You'll pop off. Feral does more damage consistently in like a raid environment for sure. Like Feral parses are higher than balanced parses on average. But in like open world stuff, it's not as fun to me. But yeah, it's definitely the Certain Average Gamer pumps harder in Feral than I do in balance. All right, let's throw on our gear here. We'll get our couple new items set up here. Okay, we're gonna rock Hero Charm. I'm gonna rock Therazane's Touch because I don't really care that much about the MP5. I need to save my sets because I've gotten a couple upgrades and I keep forgetting to update item rack. So we'll see, dude. Okay, we're at 282 damage, which is not massive, but we have 12% hit. I'm at 23% crit right now. And mind you, 382 spell power is having 2 unused trinkets, so we don't have the stagnant 29 or 44 spell power from tier. We're doing BWL first?
Yes.
Guys, we're doing BWL first. I thought we were doing Molten Core first.
Did you see my message?
I'll read it right now.
Yeah, Weston, we should be okay. We did it with I think 33 or 34 before without world buffs, so we'll have to play smart. But we can do it.
And if there's a priest call?
Then I shield wall and health pot.
And Alec pushes it to the limit.
Alec and Austin, do you have your heal gear? We might need you to use it just for NAF.
No.
Okay,
Nick,
can
do
we,
you have
can we
healing
kill
stuff on
something to get a shard? Have Austin go grab it real quick.
Let me, oh, it's Lunara. Can you, while you guys do that, can you give me a port real quick? One of the mages?
Dropping one right outside the door by the orb.
Do you get shards from level 54s?
Yeah, you should. Alright, I think we're gonna have to heal.
You actually want me to grab my heal?
We're gonna have to heal Neff.
No. We should be fine.
I actually don't have this shit item racked either. So give me one sec, guys. Frosty Beer with the tier 1, dude. Thanks so much, homie. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
I'm saying if I never carry my
All right, we gotta get the heal gear going. So give me one sec. I'm not gonna read chat here for a second because I need to focus and make sure I don't screw this up. I also need to grab some more roots 13 just to be safe.
I deleted my health stuff.
Hey, sorry, I was AFK, but we left Kargat.
Yep. Yes.
You're at the orb.
I'll throw it back up on wide just so my bank stuff's not all cut off. That was a little early, my dude. Actually, I should be okay.
Believe in you. They don't call him Lightning Fingers Flynn for no reason.
Jesus.
Well, I don't know. Aside
You
from
will want to experience the lightning fingers.
he just drags his feet on the carpet a whole bunch.
All right, guys, we got the heal gear on.
Don't forget about that pack we left up on the right side.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Just got online. Sorry, guys.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah, it's raid night. It is raid night.
Shard you got. Let's get one hit in here too, that quick.
Looks like that little guy, the elite dude, is up too still.
Let me
Mental shaper guy.
Yeah.
He
this this
whatever.
Storm Rage, Fire Maw's clutch. I'm gonna throw in Storm Rage though, I think.
Remember, mages are overpowered. So.
Or not bats, but mobs.
Shoulders. Should we go with Wild Growth? Probably.
Like Zoomer might not be able to solo.
Go for it, Nickis.
And he's dead.
This is nuts, dude. We have almost 7k mana. So our bonus healing. This is my heal setup. Oh wait, our neck. Swap that out.
We got phase 12. We can give him summon.
Yeah, we're at the base.
So this is my heal setup. We're just under 700 healing, which is pretty insane, dude. Almost 7k mana. We also I have the tier shoulders, but I don't have enough for 8 piece, so I feel like I probably just keep on Wild Growth.
I never realized before that the
But these look cool.
that
It's decisions, guys.
suppression device.
Forgot you didn't down Neff. I know. Yeah, we didn't finish Neff.
They're going to the floor, I think. Or are they actually gone? Oh no, they're all
They're straight up gone now.
Hey, Ang,
You got a Druid call at 20%, and you couldn't sap her. I'm gonna throw in Wild Growth.
shows you down at
Yeah, Balance Druids can still Starfire and the cat form. Yeah, it's very weird the way that class call works. Yeah, you're sitting in cat form just casting Starfire. I know, it's very weird. Are you the same Coachella from Smolderweb? Zod, no, I'm not on Smolderweb. I'm on Herod.
Boss, start buffing.
That guy's a poser. Fingers crossed for tier today. Hopefully. I got these the bracers of arcane accuracy though this run, so I'm technically +1. So I kind of low-key don't want it to drop this week. I would rather it drop next week. Basically, outside of Neff, the only thing I needed was the bracers, and then ideally the mantle, the Blackwing Cabal, right, the shoulders. Those are the only two pieces I need outside of Neff drops, right? Because Neff, we have Mish and we have tier. So I basically wasted this week on my Neff drop chances by getting bracers of arcane accuracy. So with the exception of getting the shoulders off of Razor Gore, I don't want to necessarily be rolling on... I'm not going to be rolling on anything main spec because we already have everything else we need, you know? Try and save that +1. I think honestly, if you Flask of Distilled Wisdom is way better than Supreme Power. You think so? Why do you think that? You have, I mean, are there fights that you have mana issues where you're literally just out of mana? Reason 393 wild monsters are sick. Yeah, you can cast Starfire in cat form, bitch. Did Restream do all your animations for your stream? No, that would be great. I had to pay money for them. I found someone on Fiverr that did them. I think they did a great job. I'm really happy with them so far. Hopefully you guys like them as well. But we got them kind of set up. I still need to mess with the alerts. I have another thing for the alerts as well, but I don't know if it's like Streamlabs or if I'm just an idiot about it. I don't know, but I was having a hard time getting it set up. So the alert box is really big on the screen, and it was like bugging out with the alerts that I got from the guy off Fiverr. So I need to spend some time and mess with that. I just didn't have enough time today, but I'll have it set up. I'll have it set up in the next day or so and look a little bit cleaner. I haven't tried Distill Wisdom, but it feels better. I mean, it's a ton of mana, and it would let you pot earlier, and it would let you Demonic Rune earlier, so you would never have mana issues. But unless you're having mana issues where you're legitimately running out of mana or having to downrank to not run out of mana, yeah, as I say, that's the rogue. I don't know if he's saved for this or not, but he's definitely down for Molten Core. Still short on people? Yeah, man, we're short on people.
Yeah, we just
Mother's Day,
to get out of that raid faster.
not doing good. We had like 5 or 6 people because of the Mother's Day stuff. Couldn't really commit or going to be a little bit late or whatever. We'll get it all ironed out though in the next week or so. Keep up the boomy content. Wish I had those braces. You got the shoulders? Nice, Elias. That's awesome.
Do it from this angle.
Glad you're enjoying the content.
Oh, you do on this
I feel
side.
like
I use Distilled Wisdom and Feral. Oh, that kind of makes sense, actually. That's not a bad idea because you're not gaining that much value from any of the other flasks, and it allows you to power shift more.
you gotta be.
It's an interesting idea. Chris, hey, are you here still? Do you do that? Chris?
And just push easy.
It's a priest thing.
That's also you? It's a good idea.
Bro, I think one hit has done this more times than all of the rest of you combined.
It's so easy.
Mainly when you deal with high resistance mobs, it also reduces the amount of consumes you have to use. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, both are good. They have value in different ways, right? But a lot of times we're already kind of struggling with like the DPS, just raw DPS output. So everything we can do to maximize the actual output generally is going to be better. But yeah, there's definitely times where the Distilled Wisdom would be really good as well.
Oh, fuck. I think I just found it.
Having both use trinkets kind of replaces the need for supreme power. Yeah, dude, but you can use both, man. You could have both use trinkets and Flask of Supreme Power, and you can just pop off.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Chris with the prime. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thanks. Since my guild took a bit longer to down things like Neff, I used Distilled Wisdom. Yeah. In those situations, it definitely makes sense. But you also have to think, like, say you're flasking for the whole raid. Is Neff the only fight you're really gaining value of Distilled Wisdom? Right? Like, are you gaining way more value on all the other content with Supreme Power and then just having mana issues? Because you also could argue you could run Distilled Wisdom and downrank Starfire the entire time, like, to make up for that variance and still probably be ahead more mana by doing that. You know what I mean? If we log to save buffs, does it teleport us out? Or
For long enough, yeah.
Oh shit. Could have been 5 minutes.
Are you at the
Yeah,
beginning?
It put me back to the start.
All right, I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
So exact.
What happens when you unshift during class call? It doesn't let you unshift during class call. It doesn't let you like shift at all. But you can still, and the thing is I don't actually think you can start casting Starfire in cat form with the class call. But if you're mid cast and it shifts you, then it like bugs it out. Because I had one time I got shifted into cat form and then I tried casting Starfire after like it happened and it didn't work. But all the other times I've been just like chaining Starfire cast and it shifts me like mid cast and then it like bugs it out and lets you keep casting. It's kind of finicky the way it hasn't worked every single time where I could cast Starfire in cat form, but it has worked most of the times. And I think it's because the spell batching like spell batches it through cat form and it like bugs it out. Just ports you to the front of the instance. Yeah. I mean, well, I don't want to do that though, because I don't want to waste time running back and have everyone waiting. Yeah, I think it's 5 minutes as well. Yeah, I don't think I've hit like any actual shifting macros at all when the class call happens. I think it like the spell batching of the cast is what bugs it out for me. I don't know though, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure what causes it.
Careful, guys. Do not move to the right side of this room.
I don't think it works the same for heal. The only ability I've had success doing it with continually is Starfire. So that's what I'm saying is, I mean, maybe if I'm like spamming healing touch and the same thing happens, it might do the same thing. But my other guess is that so few druids play balance by comparison that it's just a bug that exists and there's not enough people abusing that scenario. Abusing, I use that term loosely, but abusing that for it to be worth them to try and mess with fixing it. There are not that many druids in general, and there's not that many balanced druids. It's not like, oh, well, they took advantage of this, glitch and did 3,000 DPS on Neff. I don't think it's like a big enough deal for them to fix, but I think it's probably only specific to balance. Being in Moonkin form negates the class call. That might be it too. It might be something to do with Moonkin form as well. That's true, actually. It doesn't let you go back into cat either. I'm basically a useless lump. I love that. Useless lump. Did that rogue log back off again?
Yeah. I think so. I think he logged off really fast. Like super fast, but just kind of fast.
Where's Liam at? Liam, are you close?
Yeah, he's by the chair.
Angrath, let's go. Angrath, 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 Angrath.
Yay.
What are you boys waiting on? We were just waiting for everyone to get like up into Neff's room, dude. It's so annoying having to run through the thing.
Priest class call. Remember, priest, no heals. One hit. Huck and Coach, you guys are the only ones healing during that. I will shield wall it as well, so we should be fine.
I'm gonna pop. Let's put our. Where's our actual big boy pots?
What, during priest call? Sorry, I missed the first part of that.
Yes, during the priest class call.
Okay, sounds good. Got it.
Alright.
Where's our Spirit of Zanza?
Groups. Let's do,
Love how like beefy that makes us, dude.
Group 3 right. Group 5 and 7 left. Group, or actually, 5 left, 6 and 7 right.
So we're all not casting Flash Heal on you at the same time. And then we can
Hey, assist in Master Loot.
Are you ready? Check to see if people are here.
How are we deciding?
Right before the class call, I changed to Moonkin. I know it wastes a bunch of shifts trying to do that. I think we'll be okay. I don't think I need to try and focus that too hard.
They look pretty divided already. Chungus, whoever's just far away from me, go to the right. Blair's is to the right as well.
Everyone put your cloak on.
Loopy, what side do you want me on for heals?
You can stay left.
Do you know what's really silly? Spirit of Zanza doesn't stack with the Blasted Land buff. That'd be kind of OP though. That'd be like so many stats that you'd be able to get.
Nope. Oh, never mind. Never mind. You're right. Sure.
Pretty nuts though, guys. Like, look, so we don't have flask. I don't have my elixir popped or anything like that. But just with these buffs, I mean, we have the Dark Moon Fair buff, which isn't giving us any help right here. But 650 bonus healing, 6,200 health, 6,200 mana. What's up with it? I can literally just down rank this healing touch forever.
We have a couple melee up here too. So they shouldn't cleave you if you want to just step up.
Sheep Sinister. Don't attack him.
Wiggle, see if you can go up there and feign death trap.
Can we, Loopy just kill me?
I didn't know you had it in you, Connor.
Do you want me to battle res him?
Yeah, yeah.
How are people taking so much damage right here? What's going on?
When you get up, Sinister. About me, Sinister. Thank you.
Okay, only a couple more kills. Make sure you finish them off before moving to the boss.
Which healers are peeling out with you, Loopy? For Sabbath.
You.
Okay. Shit.
I'm gonna be on the far side of him that the raid normally stands, so I can more if he does that weird threat thing again.
Oh, I had a second to drink.
watch threat. Watch threat. I don't have a huge threat leader right now. Big heals on the tank.
Just decurse, decurse.
Thank you. Shadow Flame.
Oracle ending in 1 second.
Shadow Flame again.
It ended.
Druid call.
Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame.
OP cat DPS guys, watch out. Might rip aggro off of Ryan here.
Shaman call.
Shaman.
Totems. Everyone on the totems.
Everyone on the totems. Everyone on the totems right now. Melee, you too. Move away. Move away. Kill the totems.
Shadow Flame.
All the
Decurse,
totems.
decurse.
Just dropping the decurses. Keep it up.
Totems, totems, totems. Kill healing stream.
Shadow Flame.
Rogue call.
Good decurses, by the way, whoever's doing that. Loopy, do you need my innervate?
Yeah.
Rogue call is over.
Fear, watch out.
Mage call.
Priest, be ready to dispel Sabbath.
Decurse.
Decurse, decurse.
Thank you.
Decurse, dispel Ryan. Nice.
Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame.
She's at 25, 24%, 24%. Warlocks.
Eternals.
Decurse Sabbath.
Thank you.
He's at 21%. We're about to get to the little skeletons. Which warrior's grabbing him? Hungry?
I will.
Decurse Sabbath.
I lagged.
Oh, fear. We're good.
Call.
PI on Core.
Cormac, Zane, you guys have rejuves if you want to tap.
Shadow Flame.
Fuck yeah. 30 man, let's go.
Ooh, shaman chest.
Shadow Flames.
You're a
Staff.
shaman chest.
Forgot to give you a Master Leader Austin.
Nice. Staff of the Shadow Flame.
Yeah, no priest club. That's very nice.
It's not bad. Staff of Shadow Flame. OP. Watch us get like 4 of those in a row now. Instead of the Locamirs. I'm just going to equip all of this gear you're passing to me, Ryan.
Is the head tradable after?
Yeah,
No. Why is it? Oh.
it should be. Yeah, because I mean, not if I like right click it and start the quest, but like before the quest drops. We can roll for that. Yeah, it's tradable. It's kind of tempting. I do have Staff of Shadow Flame in my bags right now.
All right, guys, let's start running out here. We're gonna head over to Molten Core. We'll do the loot on the way.
I think there was.
Nice. 30 man, 31 man
Last week again.
Nefarian. That was pretty clutch.
Might be able to upload it after.
Yeah, it's been running, so I think.
Okay, we're gonna throw on our DPS gear now. Need to make sure some of this stuff.
Weird kill on the little master dude.
Change this.
Oh, that was an impressive kill.
Not Cenarian bracers.
Indeed.
We might be able to salvage it.
That pack
Is my
still-
cloak on? Yeah, my cloak was on. Thank goodness. That would have been embarrassing. Let's see how we did healing wise.
Very careful not to pull it, guys.
Hey, not bad. We got 5th on healing. OP Moonkin, dude.
Look in your final.
OP Moonkin. 60k healing done. I actually could have pumped out a lot more healing too. I was really trying to make sure I was staying conservative with my mana though, so that in that last
The ads.
20% we didn't have an issue. The Spirit of Zanza buff with the ZG buff, the Spirit of Zandalar buff, is so OP in combination together with the Reflection talent. It's just so much like regen for free.
When's the chess piece again? Congrats, Mishko.
Yeah, big grats Mishko. Here, let me do the shaman chest. One hit with the 48. You already have it. Oh no, Nikus doesn't need it.
Jay, you're a boofer. You go up first and see if there's anyone else.
We have
I'll do it.
the neck.
I'm passing on the neck.
I don't want Jeff to have it, so.
That's Jeff. Congrats, Yave.
Nikus, that neck is very good for you. If you're not +1, I can look at the list how we have it, but that's a
I think Nikus is +1 on the ring.
all right. I have Jeff with the 89. Yeah, I mean if you're +1, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that ring, I mean that neck is very good for you, Nikus. Okay, Staff of Shadow Flame. And then I have double tap on the neck, so just when we get in here, trade me. It's kind of hard me keeping track of this shit while we're running around, trying to also not die and lose world buffs. Cormac really wanted that.
As soon as people are inside, we'll start pulling, guys.
I wanted to see if I'd roll 100.
You can't roll 100 if you only roll one single digit.
Grats Jeff, grats Cormac.
Grid cheating.
Who else we got? What else we got? We got the head.
For a second there, I was like, oh shit.
Oh, big dog Wummy coming in. Wummy coming through with the big 101.
What do we have on the sheet for that? For the head right now?
And I think it's warriors who don't have Don Julio or 2, I think Peace.
So I think Rasok.
Yeah. I cannot roll it. Guess I have no idea how that works.
I mean Jeff's already +1, right? So it'd be between Fuo.
Oh, I think I'm already +1 too. I got the gloves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is Liam gonna roll on it?
Start pulling though, guys.
Oh my god, dude. Or rip aggro. All right, sorry guys, let me catch up with chat. It's always like a little overwhelming when we do like Netfloot, especially because so much stuff drops and so much of it's good. It's like you really don't want to mess it up. We've got Nuclear with the follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Brem with the DKK. Moonkin for life, mate. Moonkin for life, mate. I don't know what DKK is. I'll have to Google that one later, but thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna have to ban Rudy. Want to become famous? Buy followers. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Oh, Nuclear, it's Obo from YouTube. What's up, man? Welcome to the Twitch side. Druid gang. All right, thanks for stopping by, Chris. I appreciate it. I'll see you around. I'll find you in Silithus later. Bitch.
Oh, I guess I'll mine for Blar.
Be very careful not to pull this Fire Lord, guys.
Can you give me Master Loot?
Is to get increase and some cheapo.
Oh God, we fell. I fell, guys.
We heal coach.
I fell. I'm healing myself too.
All those world buff. Can't lose them.
Going to let you, dude. You could have swum right in that.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get summoned, okay?
Ban all.
I'll grab the Core Hound. Another Core Hound very close, coming up the tunnel. Okay.
Yo, can you guys hop down?
Everyone down from the ledge up there. Everyone down. Okay, I'll grab the diamond.
Another Koran.
Everyone down from the ledge.
Let's banish the Annihilator, kill the square. Please. Right now, right now. Oh, sorry, I fat fingered my shout. Okay, diamond next.
A little scary. A little scary. Brim, where is that DKK? What kind of what part of the world are you in?
Good recovery, guys. Get some mana, huh?
Whew. That got me sweating a little bit, guys. Got me sweating a little bit. Huh. I always get nervous when we like accidentally pull shit like that and we have world buffs on. It gives me like heightened anxiety. One downside is when your mana pool is this big, it takes a long time to drink.
Alright, pulling back. Stack up on the Surger, guys. Let's finish off the Destroyer and we'll kill the Surger right after.
Shit. Denmark. Nice, man. That's awesome. Danish crowns. Very cool.
I'm gonna grab this Core Hound behind us.
So we're doing the new opener. I don't think it's worth it on a lot of this trash because it dies so fast. But the Wrath, Moonfire, Starfire opener with world buffs, we're at 26% chance to crit. So we have 26% chance to crit on that first Wrath, and then we have a 36% chance to crit on the follow-up Moonfire, which gives us a really high chance of getting Nature's Grace on that first Starfire. So it's a really surefire way to have a really strong opener. Getting some frame drops.
We're gonna grab this core hound in just a second. I'll pick it up and turn it away. Pulling the Annihilator back across.
I'm hiding inside this core hound, so I won't flag bro.
That's not how this works.
Surefire.
So, yeah, I think that's
Like that? Surefire.
Oh, do we have anyone that can skin and mine? Glar usually does.
I can skin.
Okay.
Hunter power.
Lars had me do it the last 2 weeks anyways because his dice were too full.
somebody went in the drink. I
No!
Heal
Zoomers get healed.
think. Sure, you need to go heal Zoomers.
Just heal yourself, dude.
Expand his forehead.
Look at all those boobs.
Do we have someone mining?
It's the last time I responded to Jeff.
That was your first mistake. Liam, it's not you. Don't mind.
That's what happened to me earlier too. I was talking to Jeff. This is Jeff's fault.
He's just in it for the tanks.
Oh.
Jeff, I was fishing.
I got skunked.
Oh.
Is that a type of fish?
Let's get a banish. Kill the imps. That makes it worse.
Hey Jeff, do you still have that? Didn't you say you had like a book on like raptor watching or something like that?
What?
Like falconry book or
Yeah.
yeah, I do.
Raptor watching?
Because there is, I've been like, come on, dude.
There's what?
I got a bunch in my neighborhood. There's a fuckload.
You got a photo of what?
Of raptors?
Raptors.
It's like Jurassic Park?
Die, rapists.
Get the Midnight Up Carbon Age book, Jeff.
Oh!
Get Midnight Up, guys.
I thought Glitch was gonna pull, that's why.
I got really. I thought I was gonna pull too. I got really scared.
Ryan, it's only like 9 o'clock. Not even close to midnight. So anyways, what's the deal with the airline? Is it airline or is it food?
Hey, Ingreth, do you have tank stuff with you?
He's wearing it right now. These guys can be tanked in DPS queue, so.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Angrath, I'm gonna have you pick up Circle. Quan's gonna have Star. I'll grab Skull. Dry will take X. Hungry will take Triangle.
You guys have to help remind me if I forget to buff, because I'm not used to buff our other Resto Druids. Still not back yet. $30-man Molten Core. Let's do it.
Thank you for the shadow protections.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a paper towel real quick. Oh, we top damage. Oh, we didn't top damage, but we still did good.
Good to get a cheap increase.
Not using the Zandalari trinket, I will for this boss fight. I just keeping on Briarweed Reed for the trash. Ugh. How you doing tonight, Zeeb? How goes it?
Alright, just waiting for the boss to get past, and I'll pull him back.
So if middle of Luciferon fight, if we have to decurse ourselves, here I'll tell want me to decurse me. Decurse me first, want me. But if we have to shift out to decurse ourselves at any point, I'm not gonna shift back in. I'm not gonna waste the global. Never understood why those dogs stay semi up after they die. It's a weird mechanic. It's the buffer that they give you to have them all die at the same time. That's what it is. But since everyone's good about killing them like all at the same time, they just sit there while that buffer
I don't know.
goes out.
Things you'd want to find out now and not during the boss, right, Freddy?
Oops.
Alright, let's get some mana.
Can't fall asleep even if it's 3 a.m. Dude, quarantine life will do that.
Alright, we'll have
I'm also going to pop int food,
Max, I'll take star.
making sure that's everything.
So everyone can cleave. Move ready check. Healer's up in mana now. Where's at the entrance? Because he's got that thing. Yeah. Okay. Everyone that's here is good to go. Matt, when they get up here, you pull them back for us.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Wait a little bit. Probably good now. Pull them tighter together if we can, guys.
Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me.
Guys, we need to be faster on those purges.
Zoomer's just pissed. So he snapshotted there at the end with a Wrath into a Moonfire. Can we get one more? Oh, close. 460 DPS, guys.
Let's res zoomers.
Not bad. I would not be surprised if that's a personal best. Wiggles, do you need that? Okay. I'm assuming none of the warriors need that.
Alright guys, pull this here. Up, move up.
Assuming no one needs that. Anything you still want in MC? Yeah, I need the Choker the Fire Lord. Choker the Fire Lord's the big one. Ring of Spell Power is still good, but we've like seen none of those drop, and there's other people that have those soft res. Right now, Strava or Shadow Priest is the only person that has. He's the one person above me on Choker the Fire Lord, so the next one that drops he gets, and then the one that drops after that I get. So that's like the main last piece I need out of Molten Core. But Choker is very, very good for like the whole game.
Alright, pulling back.
A pinch of salt with the follow. Hey, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, welcome. I feel bad, man. Zoomers had world buffs, and he got mind control right there, and he got cleaved. I would be very mad if that happened.
Wait for the debuff to fall off. Alright, pulling back.
I don't have mana for Hurricane right here anyway, so I'm gonna wait a second and get mana. Oh, Moody from Discord. What's up, Moody? How you doing tonight, bud? I guess that was a 99 parse on Lucy. I'm excited to see Magmadar because I feel like Magmadar is like the longer tank and spank fight where I always get screwed with resists. So we have 12% hit.
To get aggro.
We got all our world buffs. Magmadar is historically not a good fight for me. I'm ready. I'm ready. Can we get a 99? A 90, a 9.
Oops, I didn't mean to include that twice.
We good? Yep. Ready good.
I'm actually going to put on the big boy mana potion for this fight if we have to pot at all. We got the pot, we got the runes. We're good. I'm only going to Fairy Fire here in the opener while he's getting threat. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Fucking resist. God damn it. Another resist. What is going on? So he snapshotted that there. I'm going to get one more. Oh. Oh, dude. Snapshotted there again. I'm gonna rune. What happened? Did that resist? I literally didn't even see a number flap on the screen or resist. Oh, dude, we're getting lucky with the crits. God, one more. Ah, shit. Damn it. The schematics I cannot like loot and then trade, so let's do that right now. Can't sleep the joys. Feel like getting a ring of spell power just blocks you from getting better rings. Yeah, I mean it's true. It's definitely like right now it wouldn't be something I would be trying to get over the rings I have really, because I really like having the rings. All right, Gratz Alec with the scope. Rogue pants, anyone need those? Yeah, I mean, you could outspec them if no one needs them. Should disenchant them. Jay, just roll off spec if you want them. We're at 440 DPS on Magmadar. Does anyone want the right claw?
Although it's a nice claw. Everyone swim over.
You actually want that, Jeff? Okay.
Is that main spec or spec?
Okay, last call on the shaman boots and the gloves of might. We're gonna disenchant them. I just want to make sure no one needs them for off spec, or wants them for off spec, I guess I should say. Vel, I don't have like the add-ons thing set up, the exclamation point add-on stuff. I need to mess with all that. I don't have it. It's not that. I'm not that fancy. Oh, we don't have that set up yet, but I did do an add-ons video that's on the YouTube channel. And if you're on Twitch, there's a link down below. You can go to the YouTube channel. I have a whole like UI add-on video that I did going through all of them and like setting them up. If you have questions, let me know. But I need to set that stuff up because it's really helpful to have the exclamation point like talents and all that stuff. I just haven't done it yet. Still learning how to use Streamlabs. How do you think your server is going to fare with the war effort, considering the disparity between Horde and Alliance? Our server doesn't really seem like it's that big of a deal as far as like Horde versus Alliance, but they, from what I understand, have already started a Discord effort in regards to that, all of that stuff. I haven't looked at it, but there's a couple of really big servers, both on Alliance and Horde, and there's already been communication on that.
With like, you know, 10 to 20 people as you're raiding with 40 for like months.
I'd love to know the name of the add-on that tells you what spell you use. So the one here on the left, I'm assuming that's just to the left of my target, is called Trufi GCD. Oops. TRUFI. It is this one. TRUFI GCD.
You think they'll announce PC at BlizzCon this year?
Probably
When's that?
November or October, something like that.
Do you think BlizzCon can exist?
Yep, that's it right there,
They'll
bud.
do an online one or something if they don't do a.
I think so too. They just have too many announcements that they do during it. I feel like they'd have to, because they already have like the online pass set up. I bet they would just like.
They could just do like
Or bring
panels
more
but
to
with no audience, like just online. Like, hey, it's the same shit except they just do it.
Well, they have like the digital ticket that they've done, right? Like, that's already a thing. So they're gonna do. I mean, at the very least, they'll do something like that and like just not rent out the whole convention center or whatever.
They'll probably save money. I bet you next year they don't do it in
Yeah,
person.
that's true.
They're like, "Fuck it,
Yeah.
man, just do it online. People are still gonna buy it for the fucking pets anyways. They're like, hey, we'll let you play Burning Crusade earlier. Everyone's like, like they don't have it on retail.
Since the alliance on your server is lower, is it going to be harder for them to collect the mats for the war effort? I mean, probably to some extent, but like I've said this before, a lot of this, like this later vanilla content, I'm very new to. So I don't know how difficult or like daunting any of this stuff really is going to be. There's a lot of people that like speculate or say it, but it's so contingent on your server, like you're saying, the alliance versus horde population, and like
You can get into it as well.
even further than that is like how strong individual guilds are, because you could have a server that has a relatively low pop and still have really try hard people on that server, right? And so like in those situations it's hard because there's not going to be universally one situation or like one case when it comes to all that. So I don't know. I don't think it'll be weird or problematic for our server because our server has a lot of really strong alliance guilds. Even though it's horde dominated like population percentage wise, there's still a lot of very good, very coordinated alliance guilds in Silithus all the time already right now before phase 5's even out. So I mean,
Didn't we watch the fucking global reveal all together, or was that not?
Yeah. Yeah, we
I don't know. I don't think it'll be a problem at all. I think Herod will be one of the first servers to have the gate open as far as like all the NA realms. Because we just have a lot of really committed WoW players on this server, both sides. There's a lot of really try-hard people. So I think the gates will open on our server quicker than most servers. I could see like Faralina or something like that having a big push just because they have so many streamers and stuff on that server, but all things considered, this server has a lot of really committed players, so I don't surmise it being a problem.
mana here, and we're missing a couple buffs. Ignore that int. Put a fab on pull. I have a Hungry and Skull Dry on X. I'll take star.
All right, guys, let's go.
We good to go?
Yep. I think so too.
Be cursed, be cursed. Thank you.
Moving.
Gotta resist there. I'm not gonna snapshot here because it's not gonna have enough time, I don't think, to actually deal damage. We're not in the Rain of Fire either. In hindsight, I could have snapshotted, I think, early on that and been okay.
From the Giants there, from the Giants.
Nice.
Nice job.
490 DPS. 490.
I'm shocked that it dropped.
Doused.
Oh, Dad has that res? One sec. Let me pull up the spreadsheet. Why do you have that resed?
Was it a shock to you?
I can say I'm crimson shocked.
Pulling the giants.
I
Congrats,
find
Matt.
myself more crimson surprised.
Hey, shocker.
I'm grabbing skull.
Got it back.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that is a perplexing res, but big grats dat. Shaman gloves. Anyone need that? Going once, going twice to DE. Grats, DE.
Thanks, man. Oh. Let's give old
Make sure you-
Aaron a visit.
Hug left here, guys. For example, Scam's 98% horde. The horde are going to have to collect all the mats. That in our server's not like that. So those servers will have a harder time because it will be completely contingent on one side. But a big part of it is going to be, it's not like, let me try to think of how to say this. If you still have a lot of people, even if it's mostly on one faction, contributing mats, it's still not going to be that difficult to get it done because you still have a lot of mats overall being contributed. It might be all horde side, but it's okay. Like you'll still get the gates done, right? Because it's only both of them are contributing, but it contributes the same amount. It's not like you need 50% of it to be contributed by alliance. Or am I wrong on that? Zesty, I like that, dude.
Nice. Just keep hugging the wall. We're gonna grab this core now.
On my PvP server, there's a big alliance between some of the alliance and the horde guilds. I see what you did there, dude. Double alliance, big alliance. Apparently, they've already decided that alliance will open the first. Yeah, I think that kind of stuff is happening on our server too. We're not like that tryhard, so I'm not super privy to all that stuff because we're not that invested in all that stuff. The alliance have separate mats from horde completely. I know they have separate mats, but the opening isn't the opening from both of them contributing, or does that work differently? We'll be protecting the first alliance guild. Like I'm trying to think of another example. Like in TBC, right? They had like the PvP thing, and you would like contribute materials, but you didn't know how much everyone else was contributing. It's like Ultrich Valley, right?
Town on, in August, and I don't think it's gonna happen. I really want to see that concert.
I know they're separate turn-ins, but aren't they still contributing to the same pool of mats? Like, isn't it the same? Like, okay, we have to get 50,000 pieces turned in for what, pick your word, but 50,000 turn-ins done. And whether it's 30,000 on Horde and 20,000 on Alliance, or 10,000 on Horde and 40,000 Alliance, like that doesn't matter as long as they're all contributing.
Pull this back here just a sec. Get some banishes out.
I'm curious to see the parses though. Look at the logs after this raid.
You grab Moon Hungry, I'll grab Square. Hungry's stunned.
Oh, that was so scary.
Finish off Square here. Or Moon.
Yeah, for example, Alliance and Horde each need to supply 90,000 copper bars. Yeah, so if that's the case where it's fixed on each side, then that will be problematic, obviously, on some of those servers. I didn't think that was how it worked, but if that is in fact how it works, then that will be problematic on some of the servers that have no alliance. Yeah, that people make separate accounts and they'll just use the neutral auction house or something. I mean, there'll be ways people will get around that, but yeah, I mean it'll be problematic-ish, but it's not like it's gonna prevent some servers from having access to AQ or not. You know what I mean? People are pretty creative and classic with like ways of getting around stuff.
Wait, they arrest people for weed in Florida?
I think it's places
Opening
that sell
AQ quicker isn't necessarily good though.
they
What's bad? What would be bad about it?
a little crazy.
Yeah, I expect Louisiana to be fucked up, but like, you know, Florida's basically the party state. Maybe anyone arrested in Miami.
Yeah, only cocaine's legal.
Right. I knew I was doing something wrong.
Can we get distract here in a second?
I need int and just int, please.
Jeff, can you distract as well here just a second? You just distracted. Get rid of the pull here.
Where are you hiding?
Okay, Matt, can you grab him? Should be good. Get him in position, guys.
Neighbors, get out.
Melee out.
You can taunt this boss, right?
Yep.
Stab
I
it.
have
Oh,
moving bomb. I need someone else to taunt.
I got. Heal, Quan. That's a unique one. I don't think I've seen that fucking shit in a while. Farrar, get out.
Melee out.
Heals
Yeah, I
on
think that's
Quan.
only happened to us once. One other time ever.
I thought he wouldn't do that. Oh, he's coming to me. You got him.
Yep, pull him back.
One more. Then we're gonna moonfire with this. God, get out. Ah, yeah. Oh, let's go. 446. What you know about it? Guys,
I think mana igniting cord's on res.
we need to take a moment. Oh, you guys gotta tell me that the damage meter's off to the side. This is, I think, the first boss in Classic that I haven't had to scroll down to find my name. Ho, baby. Are any of these? Hold on, let me pull up. I feel like some of this weird shit's gonna be on res. Of course, it is, dude. Zan's got this weird ring on res.
For his shadow resist.
I know. I got Wummy with the big belt. Big grats, Wummy.
Got the giants.
Hey,
Got
congrats,
guys.
Got the giants. Got the giants.
Rip the core back.
I got X. I need heals on Quan. I'm stunned.
Guys, we call that. It's like, you know how there's like a no scope kill, right? When you're doing like first person shooters, like no scope. That's called a no scroll kill. So we don't even have to scroll because our damage is so high. We're just all the way up at the top, dude. That was a no scroll. 360 no scroll.
Nothing stressful about getting stomped on by a giant. In fact, some people are really into it. good money for it to
I
happen.
told you.
Loopy proud me with dispels, dude. That's what's up. Wait, hey. I did have to. I used a rune there, but that was it. Ooh, bracers. Do any of you guys need those? Yeah, we're at 12% hit right now with our hit, and I'll tell you, like, this feels way better. I'm okay with missing every now and then, but like I would not sacrifice stats to get above 12% if there's better gear where I'm not losing a bunch of damage in order to get it. Then that's one thing, but I'll tell you, 12% seems fine. You're going to miss every now and then. You're going to get a couple of unlucky strings, you know, here and there, but I mean, you basically are going to have if that's the case, you have a 5% chance to miss, right? Because you have the 1% you can't avoid, and then you got another 4% because hit cap's 16. So you're at a 5% chance to miss, which, you know, that's okay. I need to buff everyone with.
Very close. Alright, I'm gonna pull back a little bit.
Do we have another warrior? Grab the second.
Do not move close to the boss, guys. Take him against the walls. Blinded.
Oh, Saint's gonna die. I'm gonna heal myself. I'm gonna die. Oh. I'm interested to see in a 3-minute fight comparison. Yeah, I mean, like, Neff's a really good tester for that, honestly. Rag will be good too, but what's Rag's usually like a minute and a half or so?
Alright, you guys got triangle, square.
Guild super chill and let you get all this shitty hit stuff.
Alright, so, Quan and Graft, I'm gonna need you guys to help tank.
Yep.
So Quan will have you on, X, and Graft will have you on Skull. Dryad.
Alright, I'm gonna Noggin Fogger here too to try and get enough buffs to help prevent them from falling off.
Take Circle. I think we still have Diamond as well. Dryad. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Alright, missing a couple buffs. Let's get these out real quick. Pull it.
Alright, hopefully we can get... I'm pretty confident all of the fights we've had so far are 99 parses. I don't have the logs up, but just based off of usually how much DPS I do.
Careful on threat right away.
Let's see if we can also... Oh, dude, that was clutch, dude. 2 in a... Can we get... Slow fall, dude. All 3 back-to-back, dude. The luck is with us tonight. I've never had that happen with Noggin Fogger, ever. Oh, let's give these guys thorns. We got Skelly, we got Miniature, and we got Slowfall all back to back. So we are stacked so he doesn't take our buffs. We gotta hurry though, because we're not gonna have these buffs for Rag. Are we good?
Just waiting a little bit of mana.
I like how you put Wiggle, shouldn't H in Wiggles his name because he's
Look at us, dude. Just...
Wiggle.
Da-da-da. Wait up, guys. Wait up.
One hit, you good? One hit, you there, bud? Angrath, start backing up. Angrath, back up.
Pull him out.
You gotta get him away. You gotta get him away from us. Now stop running towards us. Get away.
I got him.
Can't have it explode in the raid. Range, finish off Skull if you can. Let's bring Circle and I think you have Diamond as well, right? Or Circle just hungry. Hungry, bring Circle out.
Remanage square.
Tanks, call out who you're picking up after Gar goes down. Range, can you guys finish off Diamond? Can you pull Diamond a little closer?
I'm not real far.
Alright,
I can get triangle.
I got Square. Your tank pick up Moon, call it out.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, range, take down triangle, melee out. Alright, start bringing Moon out. Range, finish it off. Lincoln's out. Lincoln, get out. Away from Moon.
It's proper what the fuck way to kill Guardian. That was really scary. I thought I was gonna die. Bark skin, bear form.
Finish it off. Range, finish it off. Nice job.
What is the radius on that explosion?
Oh, quick strike ring. Nice.
Quick strike range.
Really? Boy, I can't believe that drop. Let's go. Yeah, nice. 30% for this.
That quick strike ring is gonna go to Barack.
Perhaps in a past life.
Congrats, Quan.
Quan.
You getting the eye tonight? The eye. Oh, eye of sulfurous. It's like the eye. We will see. We will see. Maybe, maybe. We have our in-hand shaman in the group, so likely
Almost,
not.
Like, handle two of the boys on them, the little ads.
Yeah.
But it might be kind of tough just making sure you keep aggro on both your ads when the cleave's going down. But
Yeah. Remember, guys, I reiterate it every week, but on fights like that where there's lots of ads, I always have to go in with a shield. I'm gonna have a lot lower threat early on in the fight. So you guys gotta be very careful on threat. Okay, pull this.
Just confirming, no needs Gut Gore Ripper or the Shaman Helm.
you just want to post them real quick. See if I don't think anyone does, but can we pull X a little bit?
In-hand shaman, fuck off. I need that for my melee Moonkin Wind Fury idea. That 3,000 gold mace.
They're pretty intense, actually.
Good. Except my guy didn't win. It was hard to watch him get beat up.
That was pretty crazy. They stopped it while he was standing up. That was pretty nuts.
That was a good stoppage though, man. I don't know. He was just fucking.
It was wild. That was a wild fight.
It was, yeah.
Still still think it's funny Silent thought that fucking heavyweight bout was gonna go 3 rounds. It lasted all but 10 seconds. He put money on it. I was like, oh no. Although the heavyweights sometimes, if like they don't kill each other, they just tire out, and then it does go 3 rounds. That's just hugging.
That's what he did pretty much the first and the one time with Derek Lewis. He literally did 3 rounds and nothing.
Oops, sorry.
It's fine. Just don't let it happen again.
Rebanish that Reaver after it's up. I'm gonna pull this Core Hound so I don't have to wait for its pat.
He's gonna pull everything. Watch. Oh, that's close.
Stunned.
What did you say, Ryan?
He heard you, and then he was like,
Hear you over the fire.
I'll do it.
What's that? Breathe on the raid? That's a great idea.
Someone doused Gar, right?
I'm not sure. Did anyone douse Gar?
I stole Wummy's dose. I don't know.
I'm running past it, I can check.
Okay.
Thought I did, but mine's not on cooldown, so I don't think I did it.
Yeah, Gar's
Can you douse it, Corey?
it's already done.
I can loot this car hound. What's up with that? Oh, there's a bunch of
Rare
stuff
Core
on
Hounds
it.
with stuff on it.
Check it out.
Another pair?
Alright guys, let's line up. Get ready.
Just missing Mark of Light.
Oh fuck! Everyone's missing Mark of the Wild. God damn it!
Or what to it.
Come on, Gar.
Austin, can I get Mark?
Has to.
Yeah, everyone whisper me, please. Everyone right now at the same time. Everyone whisper me. Let me know that you don't have your buff. Jesus, guys.
You ask and you receive.
Would you like to know the people you've gotten to already?
Well, it's everyone.
Hey, good job.
Alright, tags you guys are marked. Do a quick ready check. Should be good though. There's a little mana on Coach and Mishko. Liam, you good? Awesome. Pulling the pops.
Let's keep a nice tight line here, guys. I don't want to see people getting hit by an arcane explosion.
My Tom was resisted. A second. Okay. Mark worked. Thank you.
Ah, fuck, he silenced us.
Back up. Back. Careful guys, give me a second. Give me a second.
You got it, Ryan.
Pull him out, pull him out. Guys, hold up on DPS while we're moving him back, please.
Got him?
Hit him. Yep. No. What the fuck? Okay. Should be good now. Thank you.
My super awesome tanking skills. That's why you couldn't take them off me.
It's true.
Oh, sorry, hungry. Couldn't see there.
Got it. Pulling back to position.
Okay. There we go.
Guys, there was another no scroll. $251 DPS. I don't remember how much that is, if that's like decent for Shaz or not. I know Shaz is kind of scuffed because the arcane resist.
Midnight's probably the only one. I imagine everyone has some sort of boots of pure thought or priest tier.
Considering we've seen the priest tier 2 boots like a million times. I feel like
Grats Midnight.
and like
That's
a third
midnight.
pair for when they don't have their other 2 pairs on them, you know.
It's true.
Got the closet full of great boots.
I don't even wear these ones in the house. Just in case I have some fucking heal on my mount.
I'm back.
Oh, Dad, you obviously need another pair of pure boots so you can get spurs on those.
Grab this core hunt here too in a second. Let's kill the Annihilator first quick.
If you already saved to an MC, you won't be able to get in here. Puppy. Yeah, we tried to do Neff first tonight just to make sure it was dead.
Yeah, sorry, Blast.
It's okay, Wummy, I hit the Spanish guy for a little bit too.
When do you guys think they'll actually announce like Phase 5 AQ stuff?
I think late May is when they'll announce it, and it'll probably drop in June. That's just my guess.
They'll drop in a week.
Sit down.
Hey, it's coming out.
See you guys down here in a second.
The gate event starts like a week later, and then
Well, like the gate event will start whenever our server starts it, but like then start the war effort, whatever, you release all the quests.
Scary, scary, scary.
Yeah, usually the war effort lasts like a little bit.
people X down a little bit.
Range back away from that.
You're gonna pull the dog.
Oh, did we miss Mark Flamewalkers? Or...
Yeah, I think we did.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think getting a black battle tank is in the cards for anyone here, unfortunately.
I guess you gonna give it a shot?
I don't know if it's like individuals give it a shot. I think it's like guilds give it a shot.
Yeah, it's like your whole squad has to.
Yeah, like it's impossible for
End of this month,
it, but like,
or for it to start end of June, gates open mid-July.
at least be able to recruit
Okay.
some people, whether or not.
And I ain't cheap. As
I'm,
your
I'm willing to bet that a lot of people start out trying to do it, and all kind of fighting over it, and then after a couple days, there'll be like someone that's very clearly ahead, and everyone will kind of just rally behind them because they'll realize they're not going to get it.
What's the whole path to getting them out? Is there like, is it just like
It's
bringing the gong
disgusting.
or what?
The big,
It's a massive quest chain across the whole world.
but the hardest part about it is that you have to farm carapace from all the Silithus things in Silithus, and you need 40,000 of them, and 2 to 4 drop per. So you need to farm it like 20 hours a day for like 7 days.
And, like once you hit a certain threshold, you get like the ability to deputize somebody to help you, but
I
That
feel
also
like
costs
whoever
carapaces to deputize people.
yeah,
So you actually have to farm like 43,000 if you're gonna do it with people.
It's fucking
Yeah, I think you can
crazy.
refresh that time or something, right? Or like they try to. No, maybe you can't. Maybe they just. You just need to make sure everyone's ready to go within the, 10 hours of the first guy doing it.
and that's disregarding the fact that it takes like 2 different raid lockouts across like 2 or 3 different raids and other thing. It's a monster quest chain. It's really interesting, honestly.
But you know they're gonna do it so fast because there's so many guilds on our server that are trying for world first.
Is
So they
account
make it
burning like against TOS?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
So basically, whoever gets it should just be banned.
I'm
Or hospitalized.
sure,
How do you
I'm
get
sure
a
that
get a
there
guild
are-
to
I
accept
don't
you
know
as
people who
Moonkin?
Don't sleep for 2 or 3 days.
My guild was super
Yeah.
hesitant to give me a toe up last night after winning a roll.
I think it's 10 hours.
I mean,
Yep. My understanding is that it's a lot shorter than that.
it's kind of case by case, honestly, and it depends on how try hard your guild
7
is.
days until the raid opens because it's like the giant event, but you have to bang the gong within the time period
If
to get the
I mean, the only thing you can really do, like that individually you can do, is just come prepared and do as much DPS as you can do. And you should, assuming you guys all have equal gear, there should be scenarios and fights that you out DPS other casters. And
Seems like too much
if you
work to
out
put in
DPS
for
other
me. think those
casters,
are
I feel like
cooldowns.
it's pretty hard
just,
to justify that you shouldn't be able to get gear.
I don't know, man.
You'll get one to use inside.
Like you won't out DPS necessarily every caster,
Yeah.
but
Those are kind of neat looking.
there should be fights that
Yeah,
you're
that's right.
performing
Thing
better
is, too,
than
that
some
the,
of your mages or
the
shadow priests or
carapaces that
whatever.
drop, they're sellable, so like people could farm them and just to spite you and just fucking sell them. So like you're
I'm-
fighting over spawns, even though there's 2 layers, like everyone's gonna be there doing it.
I kind of have a feeling that's not going to happen that much, just because I fully believe the top guilds on Alliance and Horde side will collude, to kill anybody else who is farming it.
But it's tough, man. Any of those big ticket items like toe up, like
That's incredibly.
that kind of stuff happens. It'll be people are just hesitant. I mean,
Yeah, shackle the server.
it's the same like kind of thing as if you have like a newer person that just joined or that hasn't been around as long. Like people are more hesitant to like give them gear. It's the same kind of people are just not as familiar with it. But
Sitting on his ass.
as long as you're performing well, there's no reason you shouldn't be
Don't
able to
go
get loot
airborne.
the same.
Group up for searcher.
I'm airborne.
Did you end up getting toe up though? Did they give it to you? I'm assuming if you won the roll, they gave it to you, right? In that case, big grats on toe up. Toe up's an amazing trinket.
Alright, let's get mana. We'll get rage on the Annihilator before we move in. Alright, let's have tanks. Quan, can you take boss?
Yep.
Alright, Angrath, I'm gonna need you to take Skull. We'll have
I'm not gonna have world
Rhea
buffs up
next,
for
Raya on Triangle,
Rag.
take
It's just kind of
Star.
unfortunate.
Like I said, Quan will be on boss for interrupts.
We'll
we're
get it
gonna
one of these weeks
need,
though.
Let's have zoomers on star, double tap on triangle.
Parses and DPS went up
Tickets
substantially after that. Yeah, man,
X.
it's an amazing trinket for us. Very,
and,
very good.
Mages.
So-
you guys help interrupt.
One
have,
sec.
Rid and Wummy. Rid, you go first. You can just counterspell it. But you guys will be on Skull. Rid and Wummy.
Alright. We're both on Skull then, right?
Yes. So
What works really good with toe up, if you're able to do it. I don't know what your gear is like, Steven, but
what's the cooldown on the mage interrupt?
20
Yes,
seconds.
30 seconds.
You can
We might just
Wrath and then macro toe up
So, you guys don't
Moonfire,
worry about interrupting
Starfire,
it,
Starfire,
Rid.
Starfire, Starfire, and then snapshot one more Moonfire at the end of toe up. And it's a pretty, so far it seems like it's a pretty noticeable DPS increase.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Dark Mending, correct? Just to be sure.
Yeah, I believe so. They only cast one ability,
Yeah.
so whenever they start casting. Alright, everyone's ready. Remember, let the warriors get rage here on this. Tanks will just taunt, rotate to keep it in place.
Will help them. Bah. Bah. Bah.
Alright. Alright. Angrath, you got skull. Let's do this. Group them tight. Guys, get them together, get them together. Yep, right here.
I haven't tried this before where we do this AoE. I don't know if this is effective or not.
Guys, get second interrupt right now.
People aren't kicking.
Gotta get those interrupts, guys. Go.
Shadow Strike.
Cool.
It's time to Shadow Strike.
412 DPS. I don't want this. $412. Not bad, not
Need
bad.
those for off spec.
Not I.
Bloodvine and mostly 5-man blues, Sandalari, Hero Charm, and Trinket. Yeah, so this combo that I'm running, this will be a better, I can show you better here on this fight. Golemag is more like tank and spank, but what I've found to be the best on these shorter fights is you basically open with Wrath, and then you have a macro with Toe Up Moonfire, then you spam Starfire, Snapshot, Moonfire at the very end of Toe Up, then you pop Zandalar, you have macro Zandalar Hero Charm into Starfire spam, and then just Starfire spam, and so for that first 35 seconds, you just are doing a ton of damage. It's a really strong combo though. That same combo is what I use. Obviously, if I got tier, I would use it just because of the hit chance. But
Oh, we got a dog.
but the double on use trinkets is really strong, especially on fights that are lasting, you know, like 45 seconds.
Alright, let's get Cormac and Sinister up.
Oh, what's up, Rivsy? Just tuned in, but still have your buff, so it can't be going that badly. It's a good predicator on how the night's been going, right? Yeah, no, we haven't died yet, so we're good. We're about to run out here, but we'll at least get them for our parses here on Golemag. I was really hoping I was gonna have buffs up for Rag, but it's all right. We'll at least have them for Golemag, which Golemag's a good, another good like longer tank and spank type situation to really kind of test our DPS out. So. It's been going good. We got Neff.
Rage off this guy.
We got Staff of Shadow Flame off of Neff that Cormac won. I don't think he... Oh, he does have it on right now.
Alright, can we get a Mark of the Wild for Sinister and Cormac? Spirit for Uck. Let's have Dry on Skull, Hungry on X.
We have to kill the Fire Lord first.
Yep, we're gonna get some rage off him.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure you saw him.
Alright.
Let
Pulling
Ryan
box.
gets magged on this boy.
So we popped the Toe Up after the Moonfire. 3, 4. I'm actually going to try and squeeze in a Wrath there. We squeeze in the Wrath to try and snapshot that extra. We had like 2 seconds because we got that crit, right? Then we basically spam, and then we'll try and snapshot another. Can we get one more? 0? Oof, not quite. We didn't get the snapshot there at the end. That's okay though. Damn, we're popping off, dude. 540 DPS. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna pot and rune just to be safe. Oh, no, is Zan gonna beat me? No, get out of here, Zan. Get out of here. No! No more! God damn it, Zan!
Nice job, guys.
I needed apps.
Does anyone need the mage chest?
Can someone douse real quick?
Yeah. Somebody did.
Awesome.
No one has Staff of Dom on res, right? Or do they? Nope. They don't need that. Are we gonna disenchant our first Staff of Dom? Does anyone want that off spec? Mishko with the 5. Zan, did you are you dotting the little dogs too? Congrats, Mishko.
Congrats, Mishko.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, so if you go based off damage to Golem Mag, you beat him.
Sulfron Hurricane looks optimal to you. You know what's weird is I've actually had those AoE fights.
Where's this major
I've had times where I pop off and just doing like Moonfire, Starfire on one target is actually more DPS than Hurricane.
This fight before?
Ethan usually takes it.
Okay. So he has when he has the bluish shield up, it's a spell reflect, so you do not want to sheep during that. So you always want to keep renew the sheep way before it's gonna break, because he has the 2 different shields: the purple shield, which is a physical reflect damage, and the blue shield, which is the magic reflect. So when the magic reflect is up, do not cast on him. You'll just sheep yourself.
You can detect magic him to see which one if you're not sure. It'll help you. You can hover over the mouse over the buff and read it. But there are 2 different colors.
Alright, Henry, let's see this meeting. Alright, Angrath, you're gonna grab Skull. We'll have the rest of the tanks just regular assignments.
Dude, I was hyped right there when we were at 540 DPS, dude.
2 int buffs. Go ready check.
I was hoping we'd be able to maintain. Hopefully we'll get some good parses off this though tonight. I feel like in general we've had some really good fights. So maybe not every single one of them is going to be a record, but I think at least a few of these will be personal records. Let them get down. Like in this situation here, I do more DPS. Oh, and we're going to get wrecked.
Bring him a little further down here. Angrath,
Oh,
if you
whoops!
can.
Fuck! I accidentally hit square. Can we reshape square?
Can we resheep diamond? Oh,
I'm
looks
also
like we got
slowed.
it. Henry, can you try to pull?
Yeah, I'm gonna get him.
Caster reflect. 3 more seconds.
Keep him tight so we can cleave.
Dome resisted.
Innervate here.
Pick up your side ad.
No.
Pick up your side ad. Let's do moon first. Moon first.
Somebody else heal Quan.
Bring moon a little further down. Okay, start bringing square down now.
I can heal Quana if you guys want to. Just you heal the other raid.
Hungry, start bringing square down. Alright, I'm bringing circle down.
What happened right there? How did you everyone get insta-gibbed?
I don't know what happened to everybody else, but Major Domo kicked my ass.
He does not want to play with Henry this week.
Can you blame him?
My goddamn dad came in the room right as I'm doing this. He's like, "Hey, when you signed your mom up for the Spotify, what email do you use?" I'm like, I don't know. And he's like showing me all this shit. I'm like, all right. Like, no, that doesn't make sense. I didn't sign her up for this. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I'm gonna follow you, Ryan, 'cause I have to go figure this out now.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's get these reses out, guys.
Wiggles, do you need those? Okay, got wrist guards of true flight.
If I jump off a ledge when he's following me, will he follow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should.
Depends on how fast you fall.
Yeah. Kind of. It could get fucked up if you guys get too far apart while you're falling.
Yeah, Nickis, those are very, very good for you. Going once, going twice.
Let me guess. This is gonna be like a fiery core.
That's Nickis. Then we have the fire damage gloves. Does anyone want those for anything?
I gave up and sold my pair. I decided I will never want them.
Cormac with the 33. Zan with the big one. Very impressive rolls, guys.
Congrats,
Move to
Cormac.
a Destro build.
I would clap, but I don't know how to clap and hold push to talk at the same time.
That's what elbows are for.
Very nice.
Sound like clapping.
Guess what that was? No.
Get him, Zoomtown.
Alright, I'm back.
What's up, back?
Well, did you figure out what email it was?
No,
Remember
everything's
Hunter right
going to
there?
shit downstairs. This is what's happening. I should have never left.
Oh yeah, this is happening.
That's
what happens when your fucking dipshit siblings sign your parents up for stuff, and then you're like, oh, I don't know any of. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to put this burden on you guys, unless you want me to.
Just make them a new
Walter or
Spotify
Maggie?
account.
There's Walter.
What? Well, there is different like levels of Spotify you can sign up for.
Yeah, I got him on the family plan. It's just that she got a new phone, so she's trying to log in, and like, I don't know what her password is, and
Did you try boobs?
yeah, I tried. I tried even using like 8 and the 0085.
Yeah. Z.
Yeah.
Part 69.
Fart boobs.
Try beater.
Try the password.
Fart boobs.
Last week, my dad called me and he told me he got like a new Fire Stick or something for his TV, or like there's a new receiver, and he was trying to get it hooked up to the internet so he could watch Netflix. And he calls me and he's like, "What's the password for the Netflix?" And he tells me what he's doing. And I'm just like, "No, you need the password for your internet." And he just didn't understand.
No, the Netflix.
He's literally on the phone with the internet people, and I hear them on the other side
Oh,
go
no.
like, "No, you need the password for your internet." And I'm like, "Yo, you call me back and you figure that out. And I'll let you know what the password is for the Netflix."
Alright guys, let's stay grouped here. We need to get a couple buffs out.
Drink your fire pot.
Hey, Midnight, are you close? Do we need to summon him?
I am all out of fireballs.
Just confirming, no one wanted the warrior shoulders, right? Ryan, do you have some bag space?
Yep.
Who wants to come help tank heal? Because Dirty Dave isn't here.
I'm sure we can too, man.
How sure are you?
Sure.
All right.
Rancid, you should swap with Sinister. He's behind you. Sinister, can you swap with Rancid?
Where was Rancid?
Just right.
The thing is, if I have a wall behind me, then I'm gonna get chucked to the lava, and I'm not gonna be able to heal. That's why I stand with the wall behind.
That's fine. Here, Rancid, you can stand back here by this wall. I'll stand over here in the middle.
Also just type slash from range 10 if you have DBM to like check before the fight starts. Make sure you're good.
Like, we can still have two people standing in exactly the same spot, right?
Yeah, but it's hard to kind of do that. You end up blowing each other up more often. If you don't have room, then yeah, but we only have 30 of us, so we have plenty of room to spread out.
start the RP.
Yeah, go ahead and talk to him. Nick, is call out if you go down so we can switch Uck over here. Keep the totem down.
Yep. Here, I'm gonna relay him down once Ryan opens up.
All right, I know our usual DPS on this is around 300. It's usually around 300 DPS over the end of the fight. So let's see if we can outperform that. I'll be happy. Goal, let's say a 10% jump. Again, we have no world buff. So let's say if we can get 330 DPS.
Seconds. I'll call in and out. Alright, in.
I think our Wrath resisted there. Snapshot this. My rune as well.
Out.
Melee out, melee out. Melee in.
Alien.
Snapshot here as well. Mana pot.
Going to the right, midnight. Melee out.
Sorry, Henry, I'll let you call it.
Okay. Melee in.
Should we just try and upkeep Moonfire the whole time? Oops. I mean, pull that.
Melee out.
I'm gonna wait till we have Toad back up for this next one.
Melee in.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more Starfire, then we're gonna go Toad.
Melee out.
Oh my god.
I knocked everyone.
Melee in.
Fucking. No one
Ooh.
saw that.
We snapshotted that there. We're kind of low on mana though. Do one more, then I'm gonna rank one here. We have rune up in
Yeah.
8. Should we rune? Yeah, we're gonna rune.
Why is he not casting? Melee in.
What's the timer?
5 seconds.
Stab us down, taunt, Henry.
Alright.
We're literally at exactly. I thought for a second he didn't die there. At 330 DPS there at the end of that. The last second of the duration. Ooh, choker?
Alright, let's
Dude, that's Strava's there. Let's go. Nice. Some big loot.
I got a dip, boys. Good raid. Well done, everyone. Good job on Neff and everything, too.
Okay, I got the Choker of the Fire Lord to Strava. Grats Strava.
Grad Strava.
We got Mage Pants. Mishko with the big 3. Go once, going twice. Grats.
It already has them.
Mishko. Then we have what? Cloak of the Shrouded Mists. I have Icor, who is not here. Next, I have Sabbath. Grats. Sabbath on the soft res.
Sure.
Congrats, man.
Then got the Rogue Legs. Anyone need these for anything?
No.
You guys already have them.
Alright guys, I know a couple of people have messaged me and they gotta take off. It is a holiday, so we'll just call it here. We'll try to fit in an Ani next week. Hopefully our runs will go smooth. It will not be a holiday week, so hopefully we'll have closer to that 40. Try to be on time if you guys can. And I will be posting the raid sign up right now. And I
What's
will
up? How was
also
raid night?
post
What's
the
up,
event
Flump? It
for,
was it went good. We didn't get anything,
PG on Tuesday. That's the
but it
option.
went well. We had 30 people. We did Neff and MC with 30 people,
But,
so that was good.
to make that, I'll be posting
But-
that event here shortly as well. So please sign up for both.
I'm glad that, so I wanted a Choker of the Fire Lord to drop because we're second in line for it. So the fact that it dropped tonight, now I'm next for Choker of the Fire Lord. So the next Choker that drops I get. So that was even though we didn't get a piece of loot, that's still really good for us. So it went good though. All things considered,
Alright, guys, I
30
gotta go
man
eat.
raid,
Catch you later.
pretty smooth.
Good, take it easy, man. Officers, if you guys gotta hop up into officers.
I'm gonna hop off for the night though, guys. Here for 1 second, we're just finishing up raid, got officer meeting and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of stream. But hopefully you guys had a good time. Thanks for hanging out. I really obviously appreciate it, like always. And we'll be back. We're gonna do ZG for sure on Tuesday. We might do some like PvP stuff here. I might stream other nights or like random times if we're doing kind of open world stuff or PvP. But Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday is when we have like ZG, Molten Core, BWL stuff like that. So check out the mats for the Alliance side. Yeah, nuclear. I'll look that stuff up too. I need to look more into that. I'll definitely check that out for the war effort stuff, so I have a better understanding on that. But thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. I do appreciate it, and we'll be back on Tuesday for sure. So on that note, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.